welcome, guys, to YP, and our voices will be heard. And this is going to be Khalifa Bradford, the operator and producer of the show, going to host this special episode where we're going to discuss the testimonials of our YP members and why they feel like YP has impacted them in a great way, and how it's given them a lot of general motivation to do more things in their goals, as well as what they might plan in the future moving forward beyond high school. And ask three questions. I'll ask all three of you. First question is, how did you hear about YP? How did you get into the YP organization?
My mom, she looked it up online, if I'm not mistaken, and after that, she was working here at the time, and I came here, and we did a lot. We actually was doing like job training, like trying to get jobs, and we actually visited the mall and was going around asking people about their jobs and how can it help us in the future. And that's how I learned about, well, not learned, but how I came into YP.
So, how I heard about YP was, I think my mother looked it up, so if I'm not mistaken. And then my mother one day brought me here, and then I signed a paper, a signing sheet, and then we had group.
How I got to this place is, I used to have a therapist, and she told me about things I could do to get my mind off certain things, and she told me about the group, and I'm interested in doing something like this, after school things, or just go. So I got in, I actually loved it, so I just stayed.
Okay, that was very good. You guys started in different ways, either heard from word of mouth or someone's recommended to you. That's pretty good. It's a good way to get involved. And second question I would ask is, what did you learn from YP? What things did you learn? What things were taught to you? Did you learn any new skills that you want to apply to the new world, or the real world, I should say?
I learned a lot. I learned how to get my voice out there more. I learned how to, work my way with my peers and learn how to keep my voice for being heard. So I'm actually glad to be with YP, and yeah, that's what I learned.
So what I learned from YP was to, was also what Amir said, was to raise my voice too, and not be soft when I speak, confident when I speak, and speak clearly. Something else I learned was, I think the program was very good.
Something I learned from this program is to be able to actually use my voice, because before I used to really scared to even talk to people or interact with people, but ever since I joined this group, my social skills have improved a lot more, and I think you should join YP because it helps in many ways.
Really good, really admirable. Guys, here was use your voices, and that was something that I like to hear. Using your voices really does matter, especially in this world where having your opinion be heard is truly important. And the last question I'd like to ask is, what has been the impact to YP? After going here for however many years or months, how do you feel? Coming out of YP for being here for so long, has it made you feel, might be a slightly different question than the last one, but has it made you feel more vocal about certain things? Has it made you feel more engaged in the community? What's been the feeling coming out of YP and being here for so many years or months?
My social skills definitely improved. I feel good. I feel great. Like I said, I love YP. I love being here. This is one of my second homes. If I was to go to sleep here, I would. But yeah, I love YP. I love everything that this group has done for me. I can say that I learned to open up more. I learned how to come out my shell even more. Because at first, my shell was closed. I could not come out my shell. But ever since I joined YP, my shell got bigger. And I opened that shell even more. And YP really brought a lot. It really shined a light on me. It really helped me co-steady with my peers. Like I'm starting to learn what to do and what not to do, as I should be learning. But I've learned really on keep my head up high. Like I used to walk with my head down, but now since I joined this organization, my head been up high, and I hope that this group can continue on. And another thing you should join YP is our staff members. We got really good staff members, and we got a lovely team, and we got a lovely support, and it's great. Like I'm starting to tear up here because I don't want to leave. When I graduate, I hope to stay, but when you graduate, you gotta move on to a new start, and you gotta just keep focusing on you. Like don't ever tell nobody. Don't ever tell yourself you can't. Always tell yourself you can. And hopefully I'll become a therapist one day because like I said before, everybody needs a therapist in this world. I don't care how old you is, you need a therapist. Because it's like my therapist told me to come out your shell. Like don't ever be in that closed door. Always come out that closed door. Always leave the door open. And as a man, you got to connect on what you're doing. Like you got to see even brighter. You got to look into more of like you got to co-steady with everything. And I'm trying to tell my young folks now, just so whatever you do, do it at a low speed. Do it at like a co-steady. Like it's a lot towards being in the real world and just coming out. Like I love YP. Like this is my second home. Like I really do enjoy YP. Like I miss Kaisha. I really love her. Like that's really my mom for real.
So how did YP impact me? So YP impacted me by making me become more vocal and engaged in the community. Because I shared with my counselor at school because I wanted extra bonus punches.
So one of the things you've learned is about being honest. It's about your feelings and your needs.
Be honest about my feelings and about my needs too.
It's like it has helped me like to be able to share what's on my mind without thinking about being judged most of the time, and actually say what I want to say rather than switch it up. And so yeah, also impacted me. Nothing is stopping you to only do yourself, or you can stop yourself. So yeah, do what you want and be what you want.
Okay.
I got one more thing to say. Like everybody in my crew, like everybody in my crew was saying I wasn't gonna be nothing. I'm not gonna make it. But look at me now. Like I'm something. I made something out of myself. My mom is raising a legend right now. Like I'm really a lovable person. Like anybody that I work with, I love them all. Like even though we might go through some stages in life, I'ma always still be in that person's life, whoever my friend is. Whoever that's gonna ride for me, like I'ma ride for them. I'ma always ride for you no matter what. Like just because we might fall down and might talk about this, talk about that, I'ma still be there 100%. Like I tell everybody this. Like the reason I be so talkative, I like to improve my social, how can I say it, my social life. I want to improve. I want to have more friends. I want to be able to hang out with my friends. I want to be able to do this and do that with my friends. But it's some things in life where you got to take advantage of. Like a lot of people in this room, a lot of my peers in this room, I love them to death. Like I will go to war for my peers in this room. I will go to war for this whole organization because I feel like this organization is needed. It needs to be out there. It needs to be in the real world. This organization should be helpful to a lot of young people because this organization is really where you want to be. If it wasn't for Miss Pilgrim, I would not be sitting in this chair right here to this day. If it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be standing on 2 feet for this day. So I always want to thank my mom for every hard work and she doing to keep me in that right path. Like, I want to thank everybody for just being in my life, even though the times was rough. I always want to keep in mind that whatever you do, you can be good at. Whether it's sports, you always want to make sure you improve your skills. And I watched my great grandmother die when I was young, and it put trauma on me. But in life is life. You're gonna have your loved ones pass away on you. You're gonna have a lot of these trauma, but you gotta just connect with one another and really bring it back. Like, my brother wasn't even born; he passed away. My first brother wasn't even born; he passed away, and I still got his teddy bear to this day with ashes in it. And when I think about that bear, I think about how a star he could have been if he was living to this day. And that's why I thank my mom so much on what she put me through. And she put me through a lot, and it's not bad, but it's a good thing because I feel like everyone in this world need that love, need that strong love. They need that punch in the back because without my mom, I wouldn't be nothing right now to this day. Without my mom, I wouldn't be all the way in Paramus, New Jersey in school. That's the reason why I'm in the stages I'm in because of my mom, and I want to thank her. And I'm glad to say that I thank her for everything she did and every hard working that she's putting me in. If it wasn't for her, Miss Pilgrim, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair right now talking to my young people. And I want this organization to go out there because everyone needs that somebody that's going to talk to them. Everyone needs that person that they can vent to and come out to. And I love everybody in this room. Everybody that's sitting in front of me right now, I love them all. And I'm not going to tell them nothing that's going to harm them or hurt them. I'm going to tell you something for your good. And I just love being here. Like, this is family.
Those are very strong answers, and it's deeply impacting, definitely. And that's why it's definitely vital that we bring people to share in this. And I'm going to end this testimonial episode for YP. Our voices will be heard. And that's a wrap. So thank you guys for tuning in. And we hope to see you guys either in YP or to listen to this podcast. And we're done.